in this video, I'm going to lay out my entire funnel, my entire recruiting funnel, so you can maybe put in the effort and copy it for your own brand. If you have less time than that, I would suggest you get our service. We all know the problem. The editors that you usually find on Upwork or Fiverr don't know anything about ads. The experience in direct response is pretty rare because people that know that skill are usually business owners. You pretty much only have one choice, which is to train someone and keep them long term. But even then, you have to be very selective with who you hire because random people don't give a fuck. Like we live in an era where everybody wants to do their multiple figures video editing hustle, side hustle. So they are not really interested in your outcome. They're interested in how much they are paid. And they try to hustle you by juggling multiple jobs and always doing the minimum. At least these are the pain points that I hear the most. How do I solve that issue? With ads, because I pretty much solve every problem I have with ads. And just so you see what I have running on my front end, we can look into, let's do August and September. These are 2 months where I actively hired people. And we can, please don't look at my testing campaign, although the 14 euro per lead is also pretty impressive, but I don't want you to look at that. I want you to look at the very impressive 20 and 3 euro per lead recruiting campaigns. Oh no, this is the retargeting, this is the recruiting. Yeah, $7 and 3 euros in August and September. And we can also see on my tracking sheet, which is curated by my VA, that the cost per lead averages out, I mean, this is June, at 5 euros aroundish. And I optimize for test cuts. So, okay, let me give you a macro perspective on how it looks like. And then we can get into the data a bit more. So first, I run a recruiting campaign, which is my second recruiting front end. The first one launched in January, and this one I think I launched in March. And you can see like 200 people over the course of 2 months, but I never looked into the leads ever. I only look at the people who deliver test cuts. It says people will have better chances, but in the end, people that don't do a test cut will not get hired. I only look at the test cuts because these are the only people with proactiveness. And proactiveness is the most important skill in today's time and age. And I think, this one was the winner. I'm going to just quickly give you a visual reference in how it looks. Wenn du geile Ads in einer Agentur oder als Freelancer schneidest, this is me talking German because I only hire from Germany. This is my approach on getting people that are a bit more fully fledged and more aware of, just a bit more intelligent. Most agencies I talk to go for like Filipinos, Indians, Pakistanis to keep their margins. But you will also end up with monkeys, I'm telling you. So I just went completely contrary to the market. I only hire Germans, only from first world countries, in an effort to firstly get people that are not struggling to survive because they will sell you for a peanut. And secondly, these people are not concerned with making a living. They are also concerned with creative expression. So my funnel mostly gets YouTubers. A lot of them, they do music on the side. They want to express themselves creatively and have like a lot of energy left, which is also a benefit I'm super thankful for. The ads lead to you to more so get a B2C market or people who do video editing in general, but I don't think that's an issue because firstly, we hire from first world anyways, so I have to cut somewhere. And I think experience is the best way to cut because the people who are experienced do media buying, campaign setup, ads, meta consulting, and creatives, which you can imagine is complete bullshit. And they charge you $500 for a day of work because they feel entitled to do so. We all work in a very profitable industry. So no judgment casted. I'm just not paying them because my clients expect me to deliver in a certain cost. So I found the sweet spot to be very creative people at the beginning of their careers who wanted to do video editing, and I'm getting them. This is the offer. I'm getting them on the front end with the freedom. Okay, so I think the winning hook is if you are cutting, this is my attempt on getting more experienced people. When you are cutting cool ads for an agency or as freelancer, you don't want to join daily meetings anymore or do endless revisions. I got you. The only price you have to pay is that you do your work properly. Then I go into something very interesting. Bao is the first person I hired. He's currently editing for my, doing creatives for the biggest dropshipping account we have, and has his own little team, which is great. I had the idea of showing a case study in a recruiting video, which is a first timer. Okay, I've never seen that before, but I'm just thinking acquisition, and I wanted to do that recruiting funnel purely from an acquisition mindset, which is why I'm giving them a very good offer they can jump onto. Completely like meatingless. I have paid plans for everything, bonuses. You get paid on performance plus a base salary. Yeah, no micromanagement, which is amazing. I have a system for that. I can explain it another time. But it's a very attractive offer because if you ever worked at a larger like e-com agency, inside of an e-com agency, they put you in a project management system and they brief you for every step of the way and basically turn you into brain dead monkeys clicking buttons on a computer because they don't trust you with shit. I don't see that being the most efficient way to run a team, and especially if you want to deliver under a certain cost, because that system also requires project managers, which I don't have in my company. But I basically tell, hey, about it, art, direction, movie stuff in Berlin for, peanuts. And now he's editing a few hours in a day and traveling through Korea, Vietnam, like basically what every single guy wants. And then I just say, as my CTA, I tell them to do a test cut. And as long as they do a bit, as long as they incorporate one good idea, they have an interview safe. This is what I tell them. And just to be very transparent. And what they then see when they click is, they see this very rudimentary landing page, editor application. Wait, I'm going to translate this for you. Yeah, in case you want to swipe file this. They have two buttons. They can click on footage where they get access to one of our content buckets, organized folders, and then the upload, where they can upload their finished video. And what they get is basically just, content, B-rolls, and a voiceover. And then they just do whatever suits them. The whole approach with the system is I'm going to look at every single test cut we receive and see if they did anything extraordinary, in which case I'm going to send them an email saying, hey, I like what you did, really appreciate it. Let's talk sometime and find out if I can pay you money. Yeah, to accelerate the amounts of test cuts I get, I also have the recruiting retargeting, which is one that is like super... these are the videos I took in Bali. So I just made videos explaining a bit more what the company does, and these have been going pretty well. But they are way more laid down. If you can do Premiere Pro and Photoshop and even edited some social ads, what are you waiting for? Just do a test cut, blah, blah, blah. You have 100% remote, no weekly check-ins or daily check-ins, and just get the work from me by text. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, click here, and when I click, they get sent to the page again and can deliver that test cut. These are 3 different videos with explosions and different hooks. And then I have one that is aimed for more test cuts, which are more of images. So you have these. This is a very common theme. I make sure that the editors see UIs that are familiar to their editing minds. So this is also why I decided to put myself in the Premiere Pro timeline. Yeah, this is basically the campaign setup. So I have a front end, I have a retargeting. Everybody who sees the front end will get into the retargeting custom audience. And yeah, then I get test cuts. And now to put that into perspective, I also have the metric cost per submitted videos. This is my VA just counting how many test cuts we received that week. It's pretty much 30, 40 euros per test cut. Somebody sitting down for 1 to 3 hours and editing a video for you. This is super, super valuable. And this is pretty much it. I've seen huge results with that. The only thing I'm not happy with it, which is how I'm going to rework it soon, is the scalability, because I still train people one-on-one. I want to have an onboarding funnel that seamlessly goes into the acquisition. I might be thinking a bit too big, but this is what it's going to take in the end to compete with big corporate conglomerate e-com agencies. Just the ability to scale demand quick. I've got a few clients or people in sales calls telling me how much accounts could I give you, and I'm telling like, whoa, okay, 12 is a bit too much. Let's start with 1. We can maybe go up to 3 brands, but I will need to hire for that. And I feel like if I could make that happen quicker, I might be tapping in a market that is more convenient for me. Yeah, because why not? These people are usually the most coolest people, the people I like to talk to the most. But if I can't give them the amount of power they require, they will go somewhere else. I don't want that. So yeah, next hiring funnel is going to be more scalable, more aimed on scalability. But feel free to do that thing for your brand. But I would go more for the mission. Instead, make it a sale. Get them an offer that they can't refuse, which is perfect, because in the end, you only will get these good results if you have that good of a company like I do. My company culture is a lot of fun for me. I don't know how my editors think about it, but for me, it's a lot of fun. And if you build a company that is in the end the perfect creative outlet for motorcyclists wanting to create content, you will get leads as cheap as you want. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to see how I build a more scalable recruiting funnel, I'm going to do it all on this channel. So follow along. We're heading out.